I'm with the Mandalorian Mercs again with Boraga from the Harangular clan down in San Diego.
What's going on, guys?
How's the con so far for you?
Awesome. It's actually my first official troop. I got official on Monday.
Woo! How long did it take you to get official with this kit?
For me, it took me 2.5 months. Pretty quick.
Where do you have time to do it in 2.5 months?
I pretty much go home and work on my armor 99% of the time. I know it sounds like I have no life, whatever. Yeah, but it's just, I was like, I found out about the Mercs and I said, okay, I want to make one really bad. I got in contact with the clan and then they started helping me out. But just trying to find the time and making time for it was probably the most fun part.
And what are the steps that you did to make your armor? I noticed that your helmet has a little bit of weathering and it has all different scratch marks on it.
So making my kit was, well, like the helmet is from Enemy Props. They're up here in LA. What I did with this was I ordered it real close to when I started. I have another helmet at home. It's one that has a giant raised mythosaur skull on the front, but I kind of messed up the paint job on that one.
The SVC2?
Yeah, the V1.
Oh, the
with
V1.
the raised mythosaur skull.
Oh.
I got the last one on the boards. From what I remember, is that the last one that was being sold that had never been modded.
Wow.
So I got that one. I was lucky for that, but that became a display piece because I'm not gonna be able to get it over my head anymore.
Bummer. What did you do?
Well, to get it over, when you have to insert the visor on that one, the way I have to get it over my head is I have to pry out the front part just to pull it on. You can't do that with a visor on. But so when I hit up Enemy, because I saw it, I was like, this helmet looks different. But then I also saw Mandalorian, and he's got a Starbreaker, and it's in Europe, and I don't want to do that. I really don't know which one Mandalorian's is. Mandalorian's
is a custom. I think he made it himself.
Yeah, or he has that limited 16 helmet run, I think.
Limited 16.
Okay, that was a big tangent.
Definitely, going down the bunny trail. And what kind of helmet do you have that is displayed right here?
This is the Enemy Stalker. They make it. I don't know exactly if they have a rotocast or not, but for the price that you pay, it's worth all the money. Any money you'll sink into it. It's well worth it. I opted for the additional removable visor system. They put a tab system in here, so it's easy to take in and pull out and take in, and it helps me. It's amazing. So for the helmet, what I did is I got it. It comes just as a cast in like three parts. The helmet and the 2 ear caps.
Okay.
If you get the visor cut out like I did, this part will be cut out and the visor will be already installed. But you'll have to drill 2 holes into it, Dremel 2 holes, and then get it to where it's perfect enough to where it slides in but doesn't like fly forward.
Or you lose it.
Yeah, or it just like falls forward, so you have to I put paint, I kind of painted everything so that way it kind of sticks. So I painted it in a 3-part system.
Okay.
I did a primer coat, then I did my my base silver, and then for the specific part I was on, it was black, just all around the black. It was 3 coats of silver.
Wow.
1 coat of black, and then I actually painted over the black with this green on the middle. I taped that off, taped the ear caps off, taped off the visor area, and then what I did was I took a wire brush. Oh yeah, and then I took acrylic right here, and then I took a wire brush, and I just went to town on it. So I tried to do as realistic weathering as possible. So I hit up the ridges. So the ridges here, how it's got the little weathering like on the raised parts. Because I mean, I see it all the time because I work in the military, so I work on boats. I see rust, I see weathering on metal and whatnot. So I kind of had an idea of how it wanted it to look, and it turned out better than I could have wanted.
And how did you make your plating? Is there a backstory towards the weathering, or?
The backstory towards the weathering is kind of from my job in the military and just wanting to have that dirty look. Our Alarad, Mr. James Seabury down in San Diego, he told me, dirtier the armor, the better. So I took that to heart. And what I did was I did pretty much the same basic system that I did with my my helmet. We had the templates at the first armor party I went to. He provided me sheets of Sintra 3mm flexi, so it kind of flexes when you do it, so it doesn't break as easy. So I'm glad I had the 3mm because it's really easy to pry. So I took the same basic system. Cut them all out, and then over time we formed them and whatnot. And after I finished forming them, then I did the same basic paint process. I did primer, 2 coats of silver, and then 1 or 2 coats of the color of, like, what was it? Yeah, it was black and then green. Or no, actually I didn't do the black because that was where I learned to do it with that helmet. That's why I kind of want to redo my armor. So I did that, and then instead of using a wire brush, I didn't think of that. So I took a screwdriver, a small jeweler's screwdriver, chipped it off like
right at your shoulder.
Yeah, right at the shoulder. That piece right there, just went to town. And then for the scratches on the edges, because I couldn't use a wire brush, because I didn't think of that, I just took spray paint in a cup. You spray paint, you take a brush, and then you dry brush the edges in specific spots to make it to where the metal right here would like wear against each other if they scratch. So just to give it that real feel of armor. Of armor, and then you get the real weathering from it touching your guns, and these are probably the most pain in the butt type of armor you can do, because gauntlets are not fun.
And speaking of the con that we're at, what has been the highlight?
The first day was my highlight. Well, the first and the second day. The first day, because I've never actually, this is my first actual costume, and I've never gone to a convention. This is like my first big con. And just seeing the reaction of all my hard work, and then just people just going, wow, and then you show up with 3 or 4 other Mandos like we did this morning, and you're getting stopped every 5-10 minutes, and everyone's just going, look at all the feds, and in my mind you're just like, at least you know the universe.
At least you're not being called Power Ranger.
Yeah, at least we're not
called Halo.
I haven't gotten called Halo yet, thank you.
At least you didn't get called Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, but we did yesterday. Vader came over to the booth towards the end of the day with a snow trooper and I think one of his Imperial Guard, and kind of filled a childhood fantasy of mine as being a Mando next to Vader with a bunch of other people. I was just like, he took the picture, and in my mind I was doing jumping jacks and flipping all over the con. But other than that, getting to actually take my first official photo with the San Diego clan was probably the biggest highlight yesterday, and I couldn't have asked. I think we had every official member there for the picture. It was awesome.
Awesome. Is there any last words that you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
You should definitely get into the Mando Mercs, whoever you are. If you're interested, just put in the time, do it. Go to MandalorianMercs.com. You'll be rerouted to our actual website, and from there you'll find all the information to get started. Just seriously, if you want to get into costuming, you want creativity to be in this, and you're a huge Star Wars fan, seriously look into the Mando Mercs.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.